Hello. Um, my name is Val, it's short for Valerio. I'm very much into languages, not just many languages, but that's my choice. I've posted several videos where I express my doubts about the significance, the truth of the so-called multilinguals, polyglots, and since I don't speak all of their languages, thank God, I judge only the languages that I can not only that I know, not just the accent, and I found their language kind of faulty. Actually, I don't think I'm very good at languages. I sometimes make mistakes, both in English and Italian, and these are my languages I can figure when I speak Esperanto or Greek. But most, and I am into languages. I can imagine people who are not language freaks. I call them language freaks. I've been speaking about the kind of rush you have, the adrenaline you get when you learn a foreign language. It becomes addictive. I know. I have this idea that the human race was built to be addicted to something. We just tend to overdo things. We don't keep our balance. What's the difference between good and addictive? Addictive, in my view, when you just do things for the hell of it. It's not you're along a path that leads somewhere. Everything you do for the sake of it, for the hell of it, not because makes you a better person, makes other people better, or no. There's a rush part that you get, the egotistical, the ego part. I mean, I learned Chinese, it's difficult, not many people learn Chinese. Okay, I feel better. So when even Chinese become commonplace, because that's the way things goes, there's a inflations of languages, they go for other strange language. The mother language has a funny accent, I mean not as opposed to the normal, I say normal, I know it's strange, to other more common accents. The more people like to display that accent, and some people I came to the conclusion that they have a good ear for language. They are imitators, they are impersonators, and they can get away with it. I mean, if you have a good accent, people think you speak the language perfectly. I know this. And so they just learn enough language to be correct in those videos, and then they display their I don't know, because I always learn the accent through repeated hearing, not through a really focused workout. I think that once you know basic sounds, you should develop everything in a harmonic way, and displaying all these perfection, obviously, from the point of view of pronunciation, is kind of wrong. Not because I have anything against speaking properly, but it's not the be-all and all of learning a foreign language. We moved from much to emphasis on the written language and the traditional way of learning a foreign language that we took from learning English, Latin and Greek. That was more focused on grammar, morphology, learning by heart all these conjugations, declinations, to a much more practical learning. And I have this idea that a really holistic approach. I mean, you have to devote some time to all of the abilities: listening, speaking, writing, fluency. But this approach is kind of complicated. It's like to have a training when you run. Either you get informed all the types of training, how to mix them, how to balance them, and you have to know yourself, your problems, your weaknesses, your strong suits, and then you maximize your learning or your training. But if you just want to show off, I'll give an example. I run very fast for 200 meters in front of people, then I around the corner I just run more slowly. And these people are doing this. They just run 200 meters very fast in front of the video, but we don't know the reality of things. So learning, and when I say learning, is not be able to display a good accent or to consciously when you consciously try not to make mistakes, you can get away with it. It can even sound natural, and your accent can be good, but that is not your own language. You put a lot of effort in order to do that. It's not spontaneous. It's not in your subconscious. And in that way, you can learn many languages that way. But these languages are not what you are. When I say that you cannot speak more than 3 languages that way, I'm sure of that. Because even if I speak 2 languages, I have problems. When I say that, I speak about people who languages is not their main activity. So basically, you give people the false impression that you can learn many languages, and this is a very superficial way of learning. So I don't want to be a jack of all trades. Okay, so I just focus on my pet languages that are English. As you see, I speak English, and okay, I want to show off. Okay, inglese e italiano, queste sono le lingue che preferisco. Ovviamente anch'io devo pagare il mio dovuto a imparare qualche altra lingua. Eci emata liga klinika, deneko ke Kiprofora, dhe mbilo resta opostata lika, kieta anglika. Mi palos ankaŭ Esperanton, mi multe ŝatas tiun lingvon kaj mi pensas ke mi neniam parolos Esperanton tiel flue kiel mi parolas la anglan kaj la italan. But tio estas ŝatokupo, do bone. As I see, I can speak. Okay, Italian, l'italiano è la mia lingua. Italian is my language as well, but I can speak Greek and Esperanto. But you will never know how well I speak or how badly I speak. You see that I can get away with it for 20-30 seconds. The reality is another matter. Okay, having spoken about that, so I focus much on how acquire foreign language and on how to go about learning 5, 6, 10, 11, 20 foreign languages. That's kind of not what the people need, not what people want to do, and it's only something that people have fun watching on YouTube. The reality is a whole different ballgame. I tend to learn new words in English. I find English is a very rich language, and I like idioms. I like learning idioms. I like reading books and taking notes of words I wouldn't use actively, or that I would like to use in order to have a highest level of English. This story concerning native speakers, not all of native speakers speak the same way. So the same goes for Italian. When I learn a word in English I didn't know, I'm asking myself, do I know that word in Italian, and vice versa. So I try to be a sticker for detail in both languages. I know that the same is not, I can do the same concerning Greek and Esperanto. Sometimes I'm more focused on Greek, sometimes more on Esperanto. Sometimes I say ke in Esperanto instead of kai, and sometimes I say kai in Greek instead of ke, which means and. Okay, my main goal is playing good jazz. My instrument is a very strange instrument. It's called the recorder, and I play jazz on the recorder. I have a channel where I constantly play this instrument, and one thing I wanted to speak to you, to talk about is feedback. This is something I would like to delve into in another channel, in another video. You see, I spoke Italian, then I parlarti, speak to you, parlare a te. I get confused. Then it's very important to learn through our mistakes. And when we are doing something, we think we don't have the ability to be objective 100%. Sometimes we do good things and we don't realize how good we were, and vice versa. Recording a video or recording the audio part is very important, both for languages and for musical instruments. So you can check on what you've done and then see what went wrong, basically, and try to fix it. The fact that you are being recorded exposed you to the kind of stress that people have when do something in front of an audience, and the fact that you're going to post that on the internet makes you put your best foot forward, so to speak, do your utmost. So I will think about it, take notes, because I'm really improving my musical skills, knowing that I have to watch, I have to show my practice, I have to practice, but I know that people are watching it, so I try to be as intelligent, smart in my practicing. Okay, that doesn't mean that I want to show off or boast it, or I don't want to show other people that I can make mistakes, because I do. But really, I can even motivate it to do things, because you know that these things are going to be seen by other people. But don't cheat. Don't try to put just one video with one perfect video, because it's not helpful. You have to kind of abridge your daily routine and show the reality, not your worst aspects, your worst things, but basically don't think about what people will think if you show your mistakes, because when you will be playing in front of an audience, you don't have a second or third take. So if you make a mistake, you have to forge ahead. Basically, in classical music, there is a written score, and you should be able to not to get lost if you play a wrong note or something goes awry. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye.